Wayne, always good to see you. So I was just referencing there the issues that have arisen out of the pandemic, and I'm wondering if you are busier than usual.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the pandemic has certainly heightened and highlighted just how deep and how big and the issues around corruption are and maladministration. You would think that in a time like this, with emergency funding, that the authorities would behave themselves. Well, unfortunately, they don't. They tap into every opportunity they can. Emergency funding drops the barriers, and so the thieves climb in. And we've seen that with PPE procurement. We're watching this space with the vaccine. But, you know, pre the pandemic, and this is our worry, is that government is not going to hang its coat on the woe of the country and the mismanagement and the financial predicament that we're in on this hook of COVID, when long before the pandemic, we were in, as a result of this inability of government to tackle corruption meaningfully. And that's why, I guess, you know, we wish that organizations like ARTA didn't have to be around, believe you me. But we have to be, and civil society has to up its game now, because there's just so much that is going wrong with this country. But it is doable, it is fixable, if we just get onto the right path.
And I want us to talk about the fixes in a moment, but let's go back a bit. When you say you wish organizations such as OUTA did not exist, I mean, with the PPE, let's use that as the most recent example. You've got the special investigating unit that stepped in. You've got the Hawks doing some work there. Yet people are approaching the likes of OUTA because there is, in general, some skepticism or a lack of confidence, if you will, in whether the law enforcement authorities, the existing platforms, would be able to do it fully and honestly.
Yeah, I think generally speaking, civil society is a little bit hesitant to use the whistleblowing mechanisms that government provides. Even laying charges and complaints at the police and so forth has been problematic in the past. And so organizations like ourselves and our whistleblowing hotlines and that are a source of good information, so we can build cases. But the problem is we can't lay charges. That's the work and the role of the NPA and the SIU. They are mandated. They've got the authority to really go and do the good stuff. And in the past, when those organizations were pretty much hijacked in state capture, you know, the public just got fed up with the fact that nothing was happening. That's changing now. And the beauty of what's changing is that we are now engaging with the NPA, with the SIU, Assets Forfeit Unit, and assisting them in getting good information to them to build stronger cases. And that's where I think civil society is, you know, hand in hand with government can do so much more. And that's quite encouraging,